What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all for being here, thank you for watching, thank you for just giving me support. Today's video, I wanted to talk about why I decided to become a nurse. As y'all have known, I got accepted to nursing school, and I just felt like I should talk about what made me decide to go into this field. And let me tell y'all guys, I didn't know I wanted to do nursing until like my senior year of high school. You know, when I was little, I always thought that I was gonna be a cop. You know, that idea of just being able to go out into the community and serve people and not just be stuck in some cubicle every single day really allured me into this field. With being a cop, no 2 days or no 2 calls are going to be exactly the same. Every day is different and filled with so much spontaneous things. I just found it very exciting and appealing that I was focused on becoming a cop for a good amount of time. But then over time, I fell in love with the medical field. You know, so I found myself conflicted. I liked the idea of becoming a cop, but I loved the idea of becoming a nurse. Like, I could see myself really doing that and just putting my all into that career. You know, it wasn't until my senior year that I actually solidified what I wanted to do. I was trying to pick a class for my senior year. It was my last semester in high school, and I didn't know what class to pick. And some of my friends were talking about this one class called clinical rotations, and you know, I was like, what the heck, why not? Let's just try it and see what I get from it. And I actually went and I, you know, got into the class. For some reason, my idea was that we were just gonna learn about different departments in a hospital, but we actually got to go to an actual hospital and shadow doctors, nurses, CNAs, or just anybody who would just let us watch them and learn from them. It was really exciting because, you know, I never volunteered or shadowed anywhere in a hospital, let alone the medical field, so I was pretty pumped about that. You know, my first few rotations, it wasn't really that exciting. Like, I was expecting to see a lot more, but then one day it was my turn to go shadow in the operating room. And you know, watching all these like TV shows about, you know, surgeons and stuff, it just made me super excited to see what was gonna happen. And my assumption was that they were gonna put me in a room up above looking down at the surgery. And let me tell you guys, I was so wrong. The first thing they did when I got in there was put me in a room where all the action was taking place. I'm talking about an actual surgeon having his hands in an actual person's body, and you know, nurses working together as a team. It's the whole shebang was there. I got to see everything. I got to smell all of the stuff. And let me tell y'all, when flesh is burning, because they're like cutting part of a person's intestines, when they're cutting like some type of flesh organ and stuff, it smells gross. Like, I never thought that I would be able to smell burning flesh and stuff, but you know, I did, and it was like, it was something. And so I remember just being by the wall. Like, I was kind of nervous because I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to like disturb anyone and ask questions. But then an actual nurse came up to me, and he was like, I'm gonna take you under my wing and I'm gonna like talk you through the whole process of what's going on. And so I got to stand where like the anesthesiologist would stand. I remember there's like a little curtain, and I could like peer over and see like up close what the surgeon was doing, and I just thought that was super cool. And so the nurse started talking about like his role in the surgery room and like everybody's jobs, and I just loved the way he talked about his job. Like, I could tell that he really enjoyed doing what he was doing. And you know, I got to shadow the operating room for around 2 weeks, and let me tell y'all guys, I fell in love with nursing there because I could just see myself doing what that guy was doing, and I just like made it my goal to just pursue this career. And ever since then, I've just fallen in love with the profession, and I can't wait to see where it takes me. And I'm just so excited, like, to start my career finally. And like afterwards, you know, just to really solidify that this was for me, I just took various experiences in the medical field. I had an internship in the summer. If anyone's from Houston, there's something called Mayor Turner City of Houston jobs. It's like, you know, they pair you up with like the career you want to go into. I think you have to be from 18 to 24, and they pair you up with the career you want. For example, I wanted to go into the medical field, so they paired me up with people who work in that field, and I had an internship. And it's not just medical field stuff. It can be architecture, engineering, marketing, business, anything. So if you're from Houston, take advantage of that. I know right now they're doing the applications, and I think it's due in April, so I'll leave a link at the bottom so y'all can like see it if y'all from Houston. So yeah, and my internship was pretty cool. Like, it was a multi-purpose center, so it had like a bunch of stuff going on. They had a dental clinic, a woman's clinic, they helped people with insurance, and they had like a place where elderly people would come and just like join in on activities. It was really cool. Like, it was a bunch of stuff, and I was mainly working like the front desk, and I was also a translator. I got to interact with a lot of people and just got to see everybody's different background. It was really interesting. And we also did a lot of community outreach. I remember one time we were going from house to house just trying to inform people about like health and what they can do to improve and stuff like that. It was like really interesting. So if y'all can take advantage of that, then definitely go for it. I was also a caregiver for around 6 months. I was in charge of 4 people who had disabilities. I was in charge of cooking, feeding them, bathing them, and interacting with them, and just making sure that they had what they need. And in my last video I made, I talked about how it was working in the psychiatric hospital. So if you want to check that out, I'll put it at the end of my video so y'all can see what it's like working there. And overall, all these things have helped me really like know that this career was for me. Yeah guys, I hope y'all enjoyed my video on why I chose to pursue a career in nursing, and I hope y'all get inspired as well to become nurses and just to overall just be motivated. So yeah guys, have a wonderful day. Adios. I love y'all.